Wow, check out the sunrise, guys. All right, today I'm going to talk about how I disconnected from cable TV and I'm never going back. So like so many folks, I used to flick, and, flick until you find a rerun that you just haven't seen 50 times already, and out we go. And I stopped doing that. I disconnected from cable TV, 10 years ago. I guess part of the reason is I was rather discontent with not only what the reruns were, but I suppose the news was certainly dubious. And one specific event pushed me over the top and got me to cancel cable TV. I used to watch this show called Street Outlaws. It's a show about streetcars going to an abandoned area and having at it, and there's no rules. So some cars have turbochargers, some cars run nitrous oxide, but mostly, and some cars have superchargers, turbochargers. But it's run what you brung. There's no rules. Not unlike so many other racing series where they're just shackled with crazy rules and it just takes all the fun out. And of course it was probably scripted to a certain point, but there comes a point where when the guys line up, there's no more scripting. You can't script blowing tires off because you lost traction. It's just shit that happens. So this series culminated to a crescendo at one point where the Gas Monkey Garage, or Richard Rollins, would take on, had a challenge against the 405, or most specifically, Big Chief. And it was a well-advertised show, and every Thursday night I'd invite my buddies over, and we'd have beers, and it was a party. So, on that specific night, show comes on in Canada, and lo and behold, we don't get the show. We get a rerun. Turns out that we're not going to see that show for another 2, maybe 3 months. Well, as you would expect, I was none so pleased. So the next morning, I decide to go on the internet and start looking at, can I find this? So I go to Discovery US, and no, not available in your area. And I keep searching, and then I come across this, what I call my Russian hacker buddies. These are these illegal streaming services, and sure as hell, there's the show. So in order for me to see the show I wanted to see from a previously owned, Canadian-owned TV station or producer, I had to go to a Russian hacker. Well, that day, I went straight to the cable office. I returned all my cable boxes and told them, turn off my cable TV. I've had enough. I think we can see Toronto from here today. I'm not watching cable TV anymore. Just jack my internet service to the max, and from that point on, I only did streaming. And now, I wouldn't even consider watching television the old-fashioned way because, I don't want to wait a week to see the next episode. I just want to flick to the next one. And very often, I'll wait till the television content has been, and the series is over, so that I can watch the entire thing and I don't have to wait for the next episode. So, yeah. Funniest part is when I'm at the counter and I'm telling the kid I don't want cable TV anymore. He goes, well, what are you going to watch? So my answer was, well, you ever heard of this newfangled deal called the internet? So, never gone back. No more TV flicking for me. The television experience has changed. Now you got to go through the list of possible shows and decide, what do you want to watch? So I still watch television content. I just don't watch it via the classic cable TV anymore. It's all streaming, and it's much better. No more ads. Well, I guess if you're watching streaming via YouTube, you get, but instead of 3, 4, 5 minutes worth of ads, you get 30 seconds worth of ads. So yeah, no more cable TV for me. It's strictly internet streaming from now on. All right, guys. Talk to you later.